and welcome to Prudent Media News. First up, let's have a look at the top stories. Chief Minister presents Budget 2010. Budget pushes projects mostly on PPP module. Government intends to introduce Darbandhoda as the 12th taluka. Health insurance for all Goans. Opposition says Budget 2010 without any focus. Scrapping cyber edge scheme is a bad decision. Budget game of numbers and nothing much. Manohar Parrikar alleges involvement of excise officers in the excise scam. Funds extended to terror networks. Seeks intervention of Prime Minister into the case. CAG report says misappropriation in Mines and Transport Department cost state by 90 crores. Report reveals loss due to many other departments. And IPL weaves its magic on Goans. Most Goenkas support Sachin Tendulkar's Mumbai Indians. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister Digambar Kamath on Thursday presented the 6,877 crore ambitious surplus budget. Interestingly, government has intentions to scrap the cyber edge scheme. The CM has proposed Golden Jubilee Council under Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar to prepare a vision document for Goa. The government also intends to form a new Darbandhoda taluka while proposing a constituency development fund of 50 lakhs for each MLA.
My government therefore desires to take a confidence building measure by enhancing security of tourists. Hence, I propose to engage at least 1,000 Goan youth under a public-private partnership similar on the lines of beach safety management system. Accordingly, a provision of rupees 500 lakhs is made in the budget 2010-11. That is why the public-private partnership is increasingly becoming favored mode of infrastructure developments worldwide. My government has also decided to encourage more number of projects on public-private partnership basis for infrastructure development of the state. The government envisages an investment of over rupees 500 crores which will be made by the mining industry over a 5-year period, which I sincerely believe would resolve the present state of affairs. In this initiative, the industry will invest and develop the desired road network. The industry has the capital and it is their responsibility to put that capital to work. I propose to provide rupees 50 crores in this year's budget towards the land acquisition for Mopa Airport and making agriculture an economic proposition. Decline in sex ratio, slowdown of sustainable industrial development, rising migration, slums and related social issues, rise in the school dropout rate, non-achievement of total literacy, solid waste management and disposal issues, coverage of sewerage and sanitation facilities, mining activities and its fallout, existence of unemployment and underemployment, underutilization of inland water days to its potential, adequate availability of financial resources, and sustainable development with environmental protection. To facilitate journalists and news correspondents functioning from rural areas, I intend to provide a well-equipped media facilitation center at each taluka headquarters through the IT department. I also intend to create a vision document for this purpose, which can only be done with the active support of all stakeholders in the state of Goa and experts in various fields of development. We are lucky to have amongst us an eminent personality of Goan origin, a highly decorated scientist in the person of Dr. Raghunath V. Mashelkar. At my request, Dr. Mashelkar has agreed to be the chairman of the council, which I wish to constitute for the purpose of preparing the Golden Jubilee Vision document for the period 2010 to 2050 to be called the Golden Jubilee Development Vision document. I have asked the Law Commission to prepare a bill on public crematoria and burial places. The Law Commission is working on the bill and the same shall be introduced in the House shortly. I am sure that once the bill is introduced and passed in the House, it would bring tremendous respite to larger number of people who are denied access to the existing crematoria and burial grounds in the state.
Chief Minister Digambar Kamath said that budget is growth oriented and more thrust is on agriculture and infrastructure. IT icons Vijay Bhatkar and Asang Desai will form task force for e-governance. Budget has proposed new taluka Dhar Bandora. Government has also proposed mineral development fund.
Is a growth-oriented budget. More thrust on agriculture, which everybody believes today that India has a tremendous potential in the field of agriculture. Also, we have tried to see that more thrust is given on infrastructure. And when we say that we have given thrust on infrastructure, we have not forgotten our own institutions, like our own colleges. Because we believe that such colleges must be updated, upgraded, their infrastructure has to improve. Men like Vijay Bhatkar, an eminent professional in the IT sector, Ashank Desai and Professor Sungtankar, I requested Vijay Bhatkar to see that, give us a good this within a short time, so that now we can actually start implementing the e-governance in the state. This mineral fund I expect to have in the form of a special purpose vehicle. All the funding should come from the mining industry. I think it is in the interest of the mining industry that they also do this voluntarily, because that will give them tremendous relief, that will solve the problems of all the villagers and from where the roads are passing through. And those roads which they are going to construct can be exclusively dedicated to the mining trucks, and they can collect toll from them. To come from Dhar Bandora or in that belt to Panjim, or to come even to Ponda, it takes them lots of time, lots of things. So that is why we are thinking that if a separate taluka is carved out, probably development can take place at a faster pace. That was the intent. We'll name it after Dhar Bandora.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with video journalist Anil Sanadi.
Reacting to the budget, the leader of opposition Manohar Parrikar has said the budget is without any focus and is just a numbers game. Government won't be able to execute it. He says decision to scrap the popular cyber aid scheme will cause injustice to the economically backward students.
A focused budget on any specific area. It is a budget where he has thrown some pieces there, some pieces here. Plus the budget figures are suppressed in such a way that ultimately the budget should remain revenue surplus. These are kagdi gode manta ka. That is because the fiscal responsibility bill requires you to give that figure. He is showing revenue deficit of revenue surplus of 56 lakh, which I do not agree, because one of the revenue expenditure is salary and the other one is payment to the power purchase. Both is going to put this figure out by at least 150 crores, if not 200 in reality. Secondly, central government पैशाने गेल्या वर्सारखे buoyancy लेवलाचेर घेतल्या, म्हणजे higher figures घेतल्या, which he experienced during last year itself, that there was a drop. जेन्ना पळय म्हज्या मंत्रिमंडळान आशिल्लो तेन्ना तो भाशणां करता आसतना सदांच सांगतालो, काँग्रेसचें सरकार आशिल्लें जाल्यार तुमकां सायबरेजचे कॉम्प्युटर न्हय, तुमी आयकलें आसतलें मगो भाशणाची, खोके सुद्दां मेळचे ना म्हणून. So ताणें एक्चुअली तुमकां खोके दिवपाचें बंद केलें. Going into that, individually how many Goans are capable of having computer internet connectivity and computer this. What it will do is it will impact the scheduled tribe, OBC and poor people. The poor section of the society will become illiterate in e-governance. No, he made it clear that those SEZs which are not in litigation, I think, something like that he mentioned, will be given to the industry. But not in litigation is a very small quantity. Those are about 4-5 lakhs. The main problem for industry is not land. The main problem for the industry is massive corruption at various stages in setting up your industrial unit. You please interview industrialists, they will tell you. If the price, official price of land is 750 rupees, you have to shell out anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 rupees. There is nothing, because the only three aspects which the Chief Minister has stressed about infrastructure is one, he has not even mentioned, but he has provided for 100 crores for that ceiling bridge, which is never going to happen. No, he has provided 35 crores for technical consultancy for PPA projects. 35. This is nothing but making some consultant rich. अजून पर्यंत गव्हर्मेंटाचो रेकॉर्ड आसा की PPA projects have not, single PPA project has not taken off so far.
Time now for a short break. Stay tuned for more news.